Hey guys, it's me Ram here, and in today's video we've got some cool new 2x2s to test out. This one right here is the Cosmic MGC Elite 2x2 and this one is the UV coated GAN 251M Leap. Huh, what a long name. Before we take a look at these two cubes, I want to give a massive thank you to SpeedCubeShop as always for sending me these puzzles to test. If you want to buy these cubes or any other SpeedCube, be sure to get it at SpeedCubeShop and use the discount code RAM for 5% off your order as well as a shout out at the end of my latest video. Alright, let's begin with the Cosmic MGC Elite 2x2 first. Yep, as you guys can see we have the beautiful Cosmic logo. Anyway, here we have the accessories box. I'm going to take a look at this later. And finally, the cube itself. Now I've heard that this cube is like a pretty similar Volk 2M, and since the Volk 2M is being discontinued, rest in peace, I'm really looking for a new 2x2 main. Alright, here we are. The satisfying plastic wrap is off. And yep, let's get into first turns. Okay, so first impressions is that it's pretty gummy out of the box and quite slow as expected, and I'm looking forward to breaking this in over time and seeing if it turns out to be a great 2x2. The tensions on this puzzle are pretty nice, and for some reason this puzzle feels more glossy than other glossy cubes. Let's check out corner cutting real quick. Yep, 45, little over, yep, that's really good. And reverse is also really nice. This puzzle has some fantastic corner cutting. Here it is compared to my Volk 2, which is at around the same tension. The corner cutting is pretty much just as good and maybe even a little bit better than the Volk 2M, which is a wonderful sign. And yeah, I was right. As you guys can see, compared to the Volk 2 right here, the MGC Elite seems to shine a little bit more, which means the plastic is going to be more sticky. Overall, that doesn't make much of a difference at all. Overall, this puzzle also feels really nice and stable and doesn't feel like it's going to pop at all, which is also a great sign. As promised, let's take a quick look at the accessories box. Here we just have extra springs and magnets, and we've got a pamphlet and a screwdriver. So yeah, I'll continue to break in this puzzle and get back to you guys with my final thoughts towards the end of the video. Alright, so next up we have the GAN 251M Leap, and as you guys can see here it says scan before use. Unfortunately I can't scan it right now because my phone is literally what's filming this video. However, I did scan it earlier, and as you guys can see it basically links you to a blog post about 2x2 hardware and your SpeedCube, which is nice. As you can see right here, this is the UV edition. Anyway, let's get this opened up. Alright, so as you guys can see, this box took a little bit of a beating, but yeah, that doesn't matter. Let's just go ahead and open it up. As usual, we have the fancy GAN packaging. Here we have the accessories box. I'll take a look at this later. Here we have some GS nuts. And in this box is the cube itself. Alright, so this time before we take a look at the cube, let's take a look at the accessories box. Here we have this nice dark blue GAN bag. Then we have this pamphlet. Then we have this other pamphlet talking about the cube. Hope you can read Chinese. Okay, yeah, I'm just copying jokes at this point. Oops. And what I dropped is the screwdriver, which basically changes the magnet strength of your puzzle. Ow! So yeah, I almost cut myself because of the screwdriver, but anyway, let's just take a look at the cube now. Alright, let's open this cool box up. As you guys can see, we have the GAN logos. Just press it and boop. I always love these boxes. As you guys can see, it has the cool shiny UV coated finish. Anyway, let's get into first turns. Oh wow! This is so interesting, my god. Okay, the magnets are so strong on this. What the heck? What setting is this on? This is on the middle setting. I think I'll push it to the weaker setting later, but like, wow. The magnets on this are so strong. The turning overall feels really nice. The feeling is very smooth and nice, just like the GAN 12 maglev actually. Let's do a quick solve. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a few catches here and there, not too bad though. Anyway, let's just have a quick look at corner cutting. 45, yep, seems to do it. Over 45, okay, it just goes the other way. Yeah, it gets caught here a little bit. And reverse, yeah, reverse is kind of effortless actually because of the extremely strong magnets. Overall, this puzzle feels pretty nice. I don't know if I like this more than the MGC Elite as of now. However, I'll have to still play around with this puzzle, and this one is actually not set up. So here I have my GAN 12 maglev, and this cube feels very similar. Extremely strong magnets and overall a very smooth feeling as well. So yeah, I'll be playing around with this puzzle more, setting it up, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts towards the end of the video. So I've had these 2x2s for a few days now, and I gotta say, they are really good. I'm gonna start with the Cosmic MGC Elite 2x2. When I tried a stock MGC Elite last year, it seemed alright, but I really didn't like it because it kept catching. I was unable to get my average times on it and thought it was just another average 2x2 that I would never main. The Cosmic version of this cube, on the other hand, is truly something special. This is one of the cubes where, in my opinion, the Cosmic service really does the magic. The setup service has reduced catching so much and slowed this puzzle down to the point where it is perfectly controllable. The tensions are also loose enough to the point where it corner cuts pretty much anything, but also tight enough to the point where it doesn't pop or corner twist. My only issue is that it catches just a little bit more than a well set up Vault 2, but definitely within an acceptable range. These results can likely be achieved with a slow loop setup and decent tensions. However, for me, I feel like SCS has done a way better job than I could ever do with this cube. It's like a faster and better feeling Vault 2, which is ideal. The feeling of this cube is very smooth and slightly clicky. At $33.95, the Cosmic MGC Elite is definitely more expensive than other high-end 2x2s, but I really enjoyed this cube, and I honestly think I will probably end up switching to it as my main, which is very surprising considering I never thought my Vault 2M would ever be beaten. I still believe a very well set up Vault 2 is slightly better than a very well set up MGC Elite, but the Volk is so much harder to set up well, is discontinued, and my Volk isn't super great at the moment, so I'm sure this cube will serve me well as a great new main. Now let's move on to the UV coated GAN 251M Leap, aka the cube with a stupidly long name. I haven't actually tried any of the GAN 251s before besides the one that came out in 2019, and I've got to say, the 251M Leap is a massive upgrade than the original 251M, not just in price. At $44.95 for the UV version and $39.95 for the regular, this cube is by far the most expensive 2x2 on the market. According to me, no matter what stock cube you get, paying this much for a 2x2 isn't worth it in my opinion. But with the high price also comes great performance and customization. This cube is insanely fast and has very strong magnets. It came in with the middle setting by default, but I changed it to the weakest setting. This still feels very strong because of the extremely big core magnets, but within an acceptable range. I haven't messed around with the different GES nuts as the stock setting worked great for me, but I might make a video messing around with them if you guys really want me to try all the settings out. The corner cutting on this cube is great as well, and while I do get a few more catches on this cube than the MGC Elite and Volk, it's still a really good cube and I can get great times on it. The feeling is very soft and bumpy, and the cube never pops or corner twists. I set this cube up with 6 drops of Galaxy on the pieces to control the speed, and while I don't think I'll ever main this cube, it can work very well with a light turning style. If you want a light and fast 2x2, I'd highly recommend either this or the Pro version of this cube depending on your magnet preference. The Pro has weaker magnets. But all in all, both these cubes are solid and I'd highly recommend them both. So that's about it for my unboxing and first impressions on these cool new 2x2s sent to me by SpeedCubeShop. Thanks a lot to them for sending this out once again, and thanks a lot for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. Goodbye.